Conservation Halton is going to be using nearly $180,000 to restore this park at the intersection of Britannia and Trafalgar Roads in Milton. Called Drumquin Park, the Ontario government awarded this funding through the Species at Risk Stewardship Program, which will go towards phase 2 of a 3-year restoration project. Conservation Halton President and CEO Hassan Bassett says one of their main functions is extensive restoration throughout the watershed on all lands, including those they manage or own, public and even private lands as well.
And so the restoration that'll take place there over the next 3 years is going to, essentially improve the habitat, return the stream that goes through there, or the creek, 16-mile creek, to more of its original flow pattern. It's been modified over the last 60 years. There are 2 weirs that have been put in. A weir is kind of like a little dam, if you will. They serve no purpose today other than to actually block fish from migrating upstream, which is not a good thing. So we'll be removing those blockages, those weirs. We'll be creating a meander belt in that creek. Creeks need to meander. That's how they naturally function and flow. And sometimes, for various reasons over the years, people will take the meander out and basically straighten the creek so it's straight as an arrow. And then you put in those weirs and it causes ponding. It slows down the flow. So we'll be removing all of that, reconstructing that section of the creek.
Maybe one of the most exciting parts of this project is the forested floodplain they hope to create around this area. And to put it into perspective, Bassett says it would be the size of a 300-car parking lot, which would not only benefit us residents, but also create a new habitat for species at risk.
Like the American eel and red-side dace. These species should be found throughout the length of our creeks and Conservation Halton staff, because we have a robust monitoring program that goes back 6 decades. And this is a prime example where the funding came along, the studies had been done over the years, the site had been identified. We'd already partnered with the town of Milton because it's their property. It's actually public lands that CH will be restoring. And everything fell into place, and we're now going to launch this program.
On top of restoring the park itself, Bassett says they will be looking at ways to engage the public.
So there will be an extensive outreach portion that will come out of this grant as well. Where we're going to do some education. We're going to contact landowners upstream and downstream along 16-Mile Creek. We'll make them aware of the importance of these species. We'll make them aware of the challenges that these species are facing and of what can be done collectively to improve the habitat.
If you're interested in learning more about the Drumquin Park Restoration Project, you can go to Conservation Halton's website at conservationhalton.ca. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.